Hey everyone. Last week I did a video on silver that said, Silver, they lied to you. And I went through all kinds of reasons why all the silver touters uh, suckered you into buying $30 silver. Even more than that if you start adding in all the premiums. That video got me over 2,500 views, and I was amazed. I was also amazed at the number of comments that I got, and I decided I'm going to do a video answering some of them. So let's see, where should I start? Okay, there have been a ton of people telling me that silver was $50 in 1980 and $50 in 2008. Was it? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't care. I also had a ton of people telling me that the value of the dollar is constantly going down. Okay. So you mean to tell me that the $50 you spent in 1980 on silver, that $50 is actually worth a lot more than that now? Are you saying $50 from 1980 had a higher value than $50 in 2021? Is that what you're telling me? I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. If the dollar was worth more in 1980 than it is in 2021, and you took that more valuable dollar and bought $50 silver with it, which is now only worth 25 of our less valuable dollars. Sorry, only worth, what's today's price? $23.80 or something, or $23.60 or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, if the dollar is constantly trending so far lower, like everybody told me, and silver was $50 in the past, and it is cheaper than that now, that means that dollar for dollar, it is tanked quite a bit. So yeah, when people use the value of the dollar argument, yeah, that's you proved my point. Another argument people gave was the constitutional argument, and I had fun with this one. This was great. They said the Constitution of the United States says gold and silver are the only currency or only true money that we can use, according to the Constitution. I love it when people give that argument. That's like, to me, listening to a Bible thumper tell me that I should base all of my morality on the Bible, because if you did that, you'd know that most of Exodus 20 through 29 or whatever talks about how you should treat your slaves. So using a book that tells you how to treat your slaves, what their lives are worth, how you should trade them, how you should do whatever to your slaves, if that's your moral guideline, that's kind of like using the Constitution as the premise for money. And what I mean by that is this. Yes, the Constitution does say silver and gold is what our money is supposed to be. The Constitution also specifies that you are allowed to believe anything you want, while still guaranteeing me the freedom to believe whatever I want, and you cannot force your beliefs on me. That's also part of the Constitution, okay? Which means our money has been unconstitutional ever since they put "In God We Trust" on it. It didn't matter if that was a silver coin or a clad coin or a gold coin or a copper coin or any other type of coin. For everybody crying that it's unconstitutional to get rid of silver, no, it was unconstitutional the instant they put "In God We Trust" on it. So there's that. Let's see, what other things do I got? All right, so now we're just gonna hit some cold hard facts. I looked up March 18th. Well, I looked up the chart on silver, and the chart on silver said that the lowest silver closed was March 18th, 2020. March 18th, 2020 is a big day for me. March 17th, 2020 was a Tuesday. I know that because it was the last day that I worked. Tuesday, March 17th was the last day that I had gone to work. As of Wednesday, the 18th of March, they shut down. Well, I know it was a Wednesday because my local coin shop is only open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Wednesday, I was off. I went to the coin shop when silver closed at $11.73. and I bought up all the silver I could buy at that particular coin shop. So that was a really interesting thing, because the 17th was the last day that I worked. Also happens to be St. Patrick's Day, so yet another reason to remember specifically that particular day. I have a very easy reference to March 18th. So like I said, I checked, and silver closed at $11.73 on March 18th. Now we can fast forward. To the first time silver hit $24 an ounce. That would be July 27th, 2020. Silver closed at $24.50. $24.50. Okay. If you go back in time, you have to go back to September 3rd, 2013. The last time silver closed higher than that. Silver closed September 3rd, 2013 at $24.38. That's the last time that silver closed higher than $24. Yeah, 8 years ago. Okay, so if you bought silver 8 years ago, you can now break even. All right, good job, way to go. So that is the first time it crossed 24. Now you can go a week further and it actually crossed 26. If you go August 4th, that's the first time silver closed above 26. And you can look back at all the charts you want and find out that the last time silver closed above 26 was April 12th, 2013. It closed at 26.32. So once again, if you bought silver prior to April 12th, 2013, you finally are at a break-even point. Good job. Let's go forward. The highest close last year was August 10th, when silver actually closed at $29.26. And you have to go all the way back to February 19th of 2013 for a close higher than that. So yeah, 8 years ago, if you bought silver, you're finally breaking even. Unfortunately, that was almost the highest it ever went. If you go from August 10th, 2020, all the way to February 1st, 2021, the price of silver pinballed anywhere between 24, 25, 26, 27, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. February 1st, it spiked up again to 29.41. And like I said, it pinballed the entire time. So that was the highest that silver had closed. All right. I couldn't help but notice people talking about these at that particular time. What is this? This is an ASE, okay? American Silver Eagle. Like I said, I dumped everything that I had. This I kept so that I've got something to show. I've actually never bought an American Silver Eagle. I won this as a door prize, so this was, you know, at a coin show. So this is perfect. I have got nothing in this. Holding on to this doesn't cost me anything, so that's how I have this. Now, I was interested in these because people were telling me that silver, regular silver bars, you know, have a little bit of a premium, $1, $2, $3, whatever. But ASEs, well, these have a huge premium on them. And they have a huge premium because this is American bullion. The U.S. puts out these as their particular form of bullion, or whatever. They were giving me some nonsense story as to why this ounce of silver isn't worth as much as this ounce of silver. And I started scratching my head because the price of silver is the price of silver. So I started watching the price of ASEs. And we got to May. And in May, I was aggravated, and I actually made a video. You can check back. It's May 6th, 2021. And in that video, I tell you that the price of silver is $25, $26, $27 an hour. Check the day of the week for the actual price. And I looked, and specifically on May 6th, 2021, the price of silver closed at $27.43. But the price of ASEs on that day, they were selling for between $40 and $42 a piece. $42 for $27 worth of silver. And in that video, I specifically asked the question, how do I get the money I spent on the premiums back? I asked that question. And everybody said, oh, the premiums on ASEs are always there. You're always going to get your premium back. Oh, there's really, because at $42 for $27 worth of silver, that's $15. $15 in premiums. Even at $40, that's $13 in premiums. Okay. But whatever, you guys think that this was, you guys thought I was a fool for saying don't buy these, get regular silver, because I don't understand why there's such a premium. Not that I was even saying buy this. I was simply comparing the price of regular silver to the price of an ASE. So now we are going to fast forward to today. Today I checked the price of silver. It was like $23.79 an ounce. Okay. Last week, there was a particular silver channel who did a video. I'm not going to bring up the name or anything else like that. You can find it yourself. What they did was they called 6 coin shops nationally. They called Texas. They called, I think they called Utah. They called places on the East Coast as well. They called nationwide and asked the question, how much are you paying for ASEs? And the 6 places that they give, the first place said $2 under spot. The best price I think that was listed was $4 over spot. Okay. $4 over spot is what they are paying. That's the best. Some of them said spot, some of them said $1 over spot, some of them $2 over spot, whatever. The worst place said $2 under spot, and the best place was +4, if I recall that video correctly. Which means when I did my video in May with silver at $27 and where is it? It's $27.43. If I would have bought 100 of these, 100 ounces of silver, it would have cost me $4,200 to buy 100 of these if I chose to buy them in May when everybody was still screaming buy silver. I say still screaming because they have never stopped screaming buy silver. But anyway, if I would have bought 100 of these, that's $4,200 to get 100 ASEs in May of this year. And as of last week, nationwide, the spot price of silver was $23 and change, and the best deal you could get would be $27. That's +4. Okay, so that's the best deal. So the best deal you could have paid for ASEs would have been $4,000, and you'd be able to sell those for $2,700 today. Okay, well, that's a loss not of $3 an ounce like the spot price. Spot price actually dropped $4, from 27 to 23. So you would think that you would have lost $4 an ounce or $400, but no, because you decided that you were going to buy the best silver out there. You instead go from $4,000 to $2,700 for a net loss of $1,300 instead of the standard loss that everybody else showed of a mere $400. So good job on that one. And that's the best case scenario, because the worst case scenario is that you actually paid $42, which means you'd have spent $4,200 and you would have to sold it to your local place that was charging, or that was only buying for $2 under spot. That would be 21. We'll even call it 22. So that means you would have lost not the 400 that spot dropped, but you'd have lost $2,000. $2,000 on a $4,000 investment, $4,200 investment. That's from May until August. Yeah. So those are facts. I'm not implying anything. Those are the actual numbers. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, what I can tell you is that I did watch somebody do a rebuttal video to mine, and as you can see, my 20 silver rounds are still here that I'm asking $625 for. They thought, after rattling off all kinds of different charts and texts and graphs that they could show me, and they just weren't going to waste the time pointing it all out now, and they could do all these different reviews. After telling me all this great stuff about the dollar compared to silver, they said, I think I can quote this, I don't know the point he's trying to make by selling at $625, because that's about the price that they're going for. If he was trying to make a point, he should have sold them for $40 an ounce. Well, spot price is 23 and change. 23 times 10 is 230. Double it, you get 460. So spot price on these is $460. And the person who did the video said, I don't see nothing wrong with paying $625 for $460 worth of silver. And even after making that point that that wasn't an outrageous price, I'm still holding on to my silver. No one has bought it from me. Even the guy who said, well, that's not crazy. So I don't know what else to say. All I know is that thank you guys for the 2,500 views. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for however many views I get on this. Anybody that commented on the last one, I replied, sometimes many times. Bunch of really interesting takes on stuff out there. And if you haven't read the comments of the last one, you probably should, because there are some fairly prominent names that will pop up through there, and I think you'd be interested to hear what some of the silver touters actually think. All right, guys, that's what I got for you right now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with my currency real soon. Bye.